Hello, my loyal listeners. Welcome back to The Last Philosopher King. My name is Philip Bevan, and the man sitting across from me is my loyal friend and temporary sidekick, Greg.
How's it going?
Greg, you'd agree with me that we live in a highly judgmental society?
Oh yeah?
One that will often concoct terrible lies about an individual in order to manufacture an uproar, perhaps?
Oh, fucking oath, mate. You're looking at Victim 101.
Is that right?
Oh yeah?
How did you respond to you, Greg? I'm sure a man of your caliber didn't simply sit down and take it.
I was on me Harley with a thought off within 5 minutes looking for the cunt. Fuck with me and I'll take everything from ya.
Oh.
Oh yeah? Take me to prison, I don't give a fuck. Just another realm for me to conquer.
Greg, let's
I don't fucking know how the two little girls turned up in my caravan. I reckon he's probably let them in while I was asleep. Then all of a sudden the cops knock on me door, and I've got to explain to them, well, I've got two little girls jumping on me bed while nude.
Greg!
Yeah?
Well, a nasty little lie was spread about me last week. I'm not sure if you were made aware.
No, I wasn't.
Well, our dear friend, Dr. Williams, who called into our show last episode, decided he needed to warn the academic world about little old me. Can you believe it, Greg?
Oh, yeah, I can, because I reckon Dr. Williams just sees you as a serious competitor, mate.
Interesting.
This is just a sabotage attempt, mate. He doesn't want another bloke like you on campus. Cramps his style.
Is he intimidated by my real-world experience and success, do you think?
No, I reckon he just wants all the little girlies to himself.
No. As I explained previously, my only purpose on the university campus is to teach and inspire. Perhaps I'm a little more partial to the female mentee, but I believe that is because they seem to be drawn to my certain communication style. Anyhow, last week, Dr. Williams appeared on the Griffith University podcast, A Matter of Crime, in order to defame me. Let's take a listen.
From the Griffith Criminology Institute, my name is Jess Noble, and this is A Matter of Crime. Today on A Matter of Crime, we'll be speaking with Dr. Williams about crime on Griffith campuses. Welcome back to a very exciting new episode of A Matter of Crime. This week we have a very special guest for you, a Griffith University alumni, Dr. Williams, and he's here to speak to us about crime on Griffith University campuses. Welcome, Dr. Williams.
Well, thanks for having me, Jess.
So tell me, Dr. Williams, how dangerous are our campuses? How much crime is really going on here?
Yeah, so unfortunately, our campuses are just not the safe, loving environments we'd like to believe they are. And I have personally been responsible for the eviction of two very nasty characters prowling our grounds here at Griffith, just looking for young victims.
Oh dear, and was this recently?
Oh yes, unfortunately, it was in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yes, and one of them was a registered sex offender, so I can name him here. His name is Reginald Denham, and he was caught on campus last week at around twilight and was accused of indecent exposure. Yes, and when I caught him, he was wearing nothing but a raincoat and appeared to have nothing on underneath, so his intentions were quite clear.
Oh my God.
The second gentleman was not a registered sex offender, which is interesting because I think he is definitely a repeat offender. So I can't name him. We'll just call him, for the purpose of this podcast, Mr. P. Well, Mr. P was posing as an official career mentor on our South Bank campus, despite having very little formal education and no official affiliation with the university. He used this little ruse to groom a young teen girl, and at one point, he sent her quite a sexually explicit video starring himself.
Oh my God.
He also turned up at her house party in the middle of the night, unannounced and uninvited.
That is terrifying.
Let me just interrupt for a moment. That video was part of a video essay that she asked me to participate in. on the topic of sex in modern art. She was of age. She was living alone on campus. Why do we insist on infantilizing these so-called women?
Yeah, fucking oath, mate. I'm with you.
I've also taken the liberty of contacting this supposed flasher, Mr. Denham, and have invited him onto this very program to clear his name. He'll be coming in later, won't he, Greg?
Yep, poor old bugger will be here within about 15 minutes. Threw him a bit of cash for the train fare.
Well, yes, we do try to help out when we can on the podcast. Anyhow, I'm sure there's more to this story. He was probably just some innocent elderly gentleman looking to share some of his wisdom with you. You know, to mentor them, like yours truly.
Yep, probably.
And why did Dr. Williams need to take a shot at his dress sense? That was a petty move even coming from him. Anyway, Dr. Williams was not done there. Let's listen on.
Mr. P is a very dangerous character, definitely the more dangerous of the two, which is why I requested to be on today. I'm here because I think I really need to spread awareness of this character so that our female students may identify him before it's too late.
Yes, a very scary character he is. And I understand you spoke with the head of the School of Criminology, Dr. Danny Reynolds, to get I guess what you call a criminal behavioural profile for Mr. P. Let's play part of that interview here now.
Yes, from what you've described to me, he is quite an unsettling character, that's for sure. Quite a disturbed individual.
Well, there's actually something else I would like to show you. It's an excerpt from his podcast he released quite recently. Let me know what you think of this.
Actually, my wife and I recently decided to visit a sex therapist, and this particular therapist specializes in sex that is a little, well, rough. It was an amazing experience. She was there throughout the entire process, literally guiding my hands towards my wife's throat and prompting me to just squeeze away.
Well, that really paints quite a clear psychological picture.
Yes, I think so.
Well, here he's quite unambiguously telling us that he is a sadist. That part is obvious. Someone who takes pleasure in the pain of others. However, from all that you've shown me, I'm also detecting quite submissive vibes as well, coming from him.
Is that right?
Despite all the bravado, I think he's someone who likes to give, but deep down prefers to receive.
That's actually remarkable because in another video I was about to show you, he begins describing how much he enjoys prostate massages.
Sorry, but I'm going to have to interject again. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's all been twisted and taken out of context.
Yeah, the bloke's such a bullshit artist. I bet he enjoys it up there too. Who doesn't? We all do.
There is absolutely nothing sexual about a prostate massage. Studies show that a massage in that area once a month reduces the risk of prostate cancer, and I'd simply prefer the slender, delicate fingers of a woman up there rather than some stubby, calloused bloke.
Oh, yeah.
And as for the choking, that was the first time I'd ever done it, and funnily enough, it was the sex therapist's idea, who just happened to be a woman. And, yes, the less I say about that, the better.
Oh, yeah. Kink a little slut, wasn't she?
No, Greg. There's nothing wrong with having your own set of kinks.
Yeah, of course.
But it's when you start to point the finger at others that...
Yeah, don't point the finger. Shove that finger up Phil's ass. Might actually get him hard for the first time in a decade.
Oh, yes, Greg. But let's try to keep the conversation away from anything too crass. Anyhow, Dr. Williams has more to say. Let's continue.
So it was after receiving this in-depth psychological profile from Dr. Reynolds that I began drawing some very concerning parallels between Mr. P and a decades-old Queensland mystery.
Would that be the balaclava rapist?
Precisely. What can I ask gave it away?
Well, I remember from a case study in uni, he was the one rapist that would actually give the victims a smooth cylindrical object and ask them to place it
Okay. Let's skip past that bit. There we go.
Other parallels are also quite numerous. The balaclava rapist was placed at around 20 to 30 years old during the 70s and 80s, so around the same age as Mr. P. His physical profile was very similar, around 6 foot tall, athletic build with a little bit of a gut. Well, Mr. P has a lot more gut now, but he was playing a bit more rugby back then, so that does make sense. And Mr. P also lived on the Gold Coast at the same time the balaclava rapist was on his crime spree.
Wow, so quite a few things line up.
Yes, it's all quite concerning. However, the most important clues actually came from the victim's testimonies recounted to me by the lead investigator, ex-police commissioner Eric Week, who I was very lucky to speak with. So we'll play a little bit of that interview now.
Well, yes, one of the very peculiar things that all witnesses seem to agree on and describe in common was the very strange mutterings of the balaclava rapist during the act itself.
Mutterings?
Yes, well, it would be quite comical if his acts weren't so monstrous. But all witnesses seem to recall him whispering quite braggadociously about his business prowess during the act, and he would often boast that he would soon own a hardware store empire throughout southeast Queensland.
Very specific, wasn't he?
They fucking nailed you, mate. Whatever you did in the 80s and 90s has finally caught up with you. I suggest you pack your shit, go south of the border. I've got some mates you can stay with. I've got a fantastic lawyer.
No, Greg, that wasn't me. I'm not some sort of serial rapist, okay? God, no. I thought you knew me better than that. No, that's not my style. I much prefer to charm a woman's pants off rather than... Never mind. Just know that it wasn't me. But what really grinds my gears is that an educated man such as Dr. Williams knows that he was really stretching there, but did it anyway. He's trying to poison my name within the academic community. The bastard's trying to destroy my mentoring and lecturing career before it's even begun. Well, I'll show that son of a bitch. There are simply dozens of tertiary institutions around this fine country, nay, around the world, who would be more than happy to acknowledge my real-world business and entrepreneurial chops. So, Greg, let's get on the phone and call some of these institutions to express my interest in a mentoring role right after a brief commercial break. No, 5 baht only. No, I'm not paying that much for a Wing Chong. Oh, hello there. You've caught me bartering for local produce in the streets of Bangkok. The name is Phil Bevan, and I have traveled the entire world in search of fine flavors. You know what I've found? Nothing sets a culture apart more than its own unique blend of flavor. And I have made it my mission to bring a taste of each of these cultures into your very home through my authentic simmer sauce range. Felipe simmer sauces use the most authentic ingredients and the finest of herbs and spices. Try our new Felipe butter chicken, currently available at Felipe Simmer Sauce's online store. Check the link in the bio and indulge in flavor. Welcome back, dear viewers. It's time for our most popular segment, Cold Calls. Where Greg and I talk directly with this country's largest institutions and speak truth to power and the many layers of power. Cold Calls. Yes, and that classic Cold Calls intro put together by Greg himself. He's become a bit of a whiz with that music software. So today I'm going to call some of the world's top universities to express my interest in a mentor position. I'm a free agent after all. Who needs Griffith University? Let's begin.
and you're speaking with how can I help you?
Hello. I'm technically not a student, but I was wanting to become involved in the mentoring program. Is there someone I could talk to about that today, by any chance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just looking to become sort of a academic/life coach for the students. Now, I'm happy to work as a volunteer, but I would like to see it as a career path in the future. I have had previous problems trying to get in at Griffith. There's a bit of, how should I say, toxic staff members there, but I'm hoping at TAFE I'll have a different experience. Do you think this is a possibility?
So that would be something to contact regarding careers at TAFE. Let me just find out what would be the best point of contact for you to reach out to, okay?
Thank
Give me 2
you.
minutes. Alright, so from what I can see, the best way to go about this would be through the TAFE website. And it's the Working at TAFE Queensland section.
Oh,
And there is an email address there, and you can also view current opportunities that way.
okay. There isn't a Dr. Williams working there, is there?
Dr. Williams.
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know any of the faculties or the teachers that personally or anything like that. I'm not too sure, yeah.
I just had a bit of drama with this Dr. Williams at Griffith where I was trying to mentor. So I was supposed to be mentoring a young lass who was 18, and she wanted to do an assessment on the topic of sex, and I got involved, and I somehow became accused of trying to get an inappropriate conversation started with an 18-year-old lass, which was completely unmerited, but that wouldn't hurt my chances of mentoring at TAFE, would it?
No, I don't think so. I'm not aware of the situation, but I would just recommend going through the current opportunities tab on the TAFE website.
Okay.
And going through that avenue.
But I just would like to warn people, there was a film going around I sent to the young lass to sort of, I guess it was a sort of sexual liberation/sexual education film I created myself, which has been described as softcore porn, which is completely untrue. But I hope that's not going to affect my chances of becoming a mentor.
Look, I'm not too sure. I don't know anything about this video. The best way would be just through the website. I can't give you an answer on that because I'm not in the loop with that one.
Well, it involved me, a bottle of Jack, and a jacuzzi. Let's not go into it any further than that. But yes, I like to take the extra step when it comes to mentoring. But hopefully there'll be some open-minded individuals in the community who can look past that and give me the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, should be all good. And yeah, did you need any other help?
Oh, that should be all, thanks. I'll just I'll keep looking, I guess.
No worries. That is all good. Alright, you have a good day, okay?
Yep, thank you. That's a great help, mate.
Alright, bye.
Hi, it's Call Client Service. You're speaking with...
Hello. I'm calling up because I'm actually interested in joining the mentor program. Is that a possibility at the moment?
Are you studying over here?
Not studying. I was hoping to mentor students per se.
Are you a graduate student or...
Well, I don't have the most cliche approach to mentoring. I'm actually consider myself more of a mentor of from the hard knocks of life, the faculty of life, I say. So I sort of mentor the students in each and every way.
What I suggest you is to type careers SCU, and then you can submit your resume.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, you can submit your resume there as a casual position. So anything that come up, they can give you a call or send you an email saying, "Hey, we have this position available. Would you be keen?" Or something more in this line.
That sounds good. I've been looking to get into the mentoring line of work for quite a while, and I was previously at Griffith, where I had a horrible experience with a bloke named Dr. Williams. Yes, he went out of his way to smear my reputation, and so yes, I'm looking for a university that's a little more open-minded, because I think mentoring should be all walks in life, academic, business, and even social and sexual mentoring, I think, could fit into it. And if they aren't open-minded enough to sort of, accept that, then...
Yeah, I suggest you applying for a casual position. I have an email here if that would help.
Oh, that sounds good. An email? I might jot that down.
Yeah. Just an email, so it's careers.
Yes.
At sau.edu.au. Sorry.
AU, yes.
Yeah, AU, like for Australia.
Thank you. And hopefully all goes well, and I don't want to be rude, but if I see that Dr. Williams around, I might do something I will regret, because he is...
That's okay.
Yeah, he is me and my...
I don't think so, but all the best for your application, and I hope, I hope you have a good time.
Thank you, and I hope to not be accused of sexual harassment of an 18-year-old woman again, because
that's all good.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Hopefully people are a little more open-minded.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you, you too.
Hi, you've reached UQ Student Administration. You're speaking with how can I help you?
Hello, I was just calling up because I'm interested in entering into the mentoring program, or as a mentor, shall I say.
Alright, were there any specific questions you had regarding that?
I was just wanting to...
Just how you go about it?
Yes, and I was just hoping to speak to someone who could point me in the right direction. I find once I get talking to the person who calls the shots, I often get my way.
Are you happy to go on hold for a moment?
That's completely fine, love, yes.
Hi, thanks for waiting. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Do you have a computer in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Alright, can I get you to search Mentor Program UQ?
Mentor Program UQ. Okay, just Mentor. Oh, fuck. Pardon me.
All good. So that should come up with a link at the top saying mentoring. If you click on that,
sorry, the computer's just...
It should take you to that page.
The computer's just fucking up a little bit, sorry.
Yeah, all good.
Mentor...
Let me know when you make it onto that page.
Yes, I will, once this machine decides to stop being a complete turd. Mentor Program... Was it USA? It was UQ, that's it. Mentor Program UQ. Now that I'm in Google, I simply hit enter. That should search, and the results I'm looking for should come up. Let's give it a go. Mentor.
So if you click on
yes,
the
I
link
see that Mentor Program is right here, and I see it right in front of me. Mentor Program Griffith, it's saying.
You're calling from Griffith?
Oh no, Google's just showing me Mentoring Program Griffith. Should I click that one? Is that the same as UQ? Or?
No.
Oh.
So search for Mentor Program UQ.
Okay, sorry.
There should be a link for the
I'll just have to delete this one here and re-enter it.
It should be on the page, like it'll have all the unique
Program UQ. Simply hit enter and voila. Here we go.
Can you see that?
Yes.
On the page? The
mentoring, yes.
Yeah. So you click on that.
And
that should take you to that page.
There's a picture, mentoring, there's a picture of 3 Oriental students. Am I in the correct place?
So scroll down to the bottom of that page.
Yes.
And you can see the get involved in mentoring for students, for staff. So you'll want to sign up for students. There's that sign up button, and that's how you would get involved in mentoring.
So I can mentor staff as well. That's a possibility. Because if you're looking for mentorship, I would happily oblige.
I'm not sure about the staff option.
Well, let's put it this way.
Probably like for staff to mentor staff rather than for students.
My speciality is often with the female type, which I tend to mentor women more so than men because I think I have a special touch when it comes to women, and I don't just mentor them academically or in the careers department. I offer them in a personal sense, socially, and sometimes in dating life.
Yeah.
So it's a very personal experience, and I have. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So that's how you would go about. If you're a student, that mentoring for students is probably the best pathway to go down. If you'd like to look into that, that's that sign up button there.
Right. Thanks for that. Well,
do you have any other questions?
As for now, that should be it. But that was a no from you for the mentoring?
Sorry?
That was a no from you for the mentoring?
I'm not looking for a mentor.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine. All right then, I'll keep shopping around and I'll give it a good go. And good day to you as well.
Yeah, you too. Have a good weekend. Good luck with that.
After numerous calls and not much luck, I decided to call in an old friend by the name of Susie. Hello, this is Phil here. Look, I was wondering if I could speak to a customer service representative by the name of Susie.
Yeah. What was the inquiry about?
We've just sort of become good friends over the past couple of months, and she sort of said that she can help me enter the field of life coaching or student coaching of sorts, and just wanted to
okay. What was your name again, sorry?
Phil.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Let me have a little look. I will see if she's available. Do you mind if I pop you on a quick hold?
That's absolutely fine.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for holding there. Unfortunately, there isn't actually a Susie available. Is there anything else I can help with?
Oh, that's I've actually written a poem for her, and it goes a little something like this. Susie, Susie, how I adore thee. Susie, Susie, customer service made sexy. Susie, Susie, can you please help me?
Is there anything I can help you with at all?
Well, maybe if you could pass that on to Susie if she ever comes back, because I'm sure this is where I met her, but haven't been able to stop thinking about her since.
Okay, yeah, will do. Well, thank you for your call today, Phil.
That is quite all right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Welcome back, dear viewers, and I hope you enjoyed that segment of Cold Calls. And quite interesting the way whenever you try to ask important questions at our educational institutions, you merely run into a brick wall. Now to our next segment, Low-Key Ad Publicum, where Greg and I field calls from this nation's fine people. We are willing to talk to anyone about anything concerning today's show. So feel free to open a bottle of your favorite beverage, sit back and relax. Greg and I are several glasses deep in a bottle of imported re-wild Merlot. My favourite, might I add. Well, that's not imported. It's from Victoria, but quite a good drop, wouldn't you say, Greg?
Oh yeah, mate, she's a bloody good drop.
Loci ad publicum. Excellent, excellent. Who do we have on the line, dear Greg?
We got Sheila on the line, who apparently is just desperate for a mentor.
Hello, Sheila. You are now on the last Philosopher King.
Hi, Phil. Great to finally speak with you.
Oh, the pleasure is mutual, I can assure you of that.
I've got to say, your voice sounds so much deeper on the phone.
Well, your
So
compliments
sexy.
are very welcome. What has turned out to be a very difficult day.
Oh, Phil, I don't understand why you're having so much trouble finding a mentor position. You're so experienced and so wise.
Oh, thank you, Sheila. You're actually beginning to make me blush now, but are you a student, Sheila? What do you do for a crust?
I'm a massage therapist and a part-time model.
Oh, that's two very competitive and cutthroat industries.
Totally.
And ones that may require a very special touch.
Yeah.
I think a young woman like yourself could really benefit from the guidance of a more mature business manager.
Well, yeah. I'm actually having a lot of trouble retaining customers in my massage business, and I just don't understand why.
Oh, that's no good. Perhaps I could drop in and sample the product firsthand and get a better understanding of what you're working with.
Sure.
Then we could put together a business, shall I say, get well plan over a bottle of red. How does that sound, Sheila?
Fuck you, you fat fucking pedo cunt!
Greg, they've slipped one by you again and made a fool of me once more. Please, just ask a few more probing questions in the future. You might have to employ someone to screen the bloody calls.
Yeah, my apologies, mate. It was just too bloody convincing. Anyway, we've got John from Manly on the line for you.
Hello, John. You're on the last Philosopher King.
Hi, Phil. Love what you're doing with the show. I'm like a regular listener. You're one of the only radio shows I can listen to that seems to have common sense and speaks facts.
Oh, well, thank you, John.
Well, to be honest, mate, I'm calling because I'm kind of struggling with my university degree and I'm just not sure if I'm studying the right thing. I just feel like I need some, guidance.
Well, yes, John. Each man has his own path that he must follow, but it needn't be alone.
So you would be, willing to mentor me?
Oh, well, as you probably heard, I'm not an official mentor currently. I was thinking more along the lines of speaking with a guidance counselor or possibly a parent.
Yeah, I know you're not affiliated with the university, but I'd be willing to pay you myself. I can't offer much, I don't have a full-time job at the moment, but I know that you're probably one of the only people that could help me out of this rut that I'm in.
Oh, I see.
So I reckon it would be worth it.
Well, I'm sorry, John, but I really can't. Currently I'm not in a
But you
position
offered
to,
the girl that you was talking to just before mentoring. Why not me?
Well, it sounds like the bloke could really use your help, Phil. Give him a chance.
Well, yes, it does sound that way, doesn't it? But speaking of that so-called girl from earlier, I'm just a little on guard for potential pranksters, as I wish not to waste any of my valuable time. So I'm going to have to assume that this is a prank call, John.
What? Seriously?
I'm very sorry, but I'm going to end this call before you have the chance to shout explicitives at me.
Why would I do that?
Goodbye and good day.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, John, if that was a genuine call. My advice to you would be to follow your heart. It's always worked for me, and all the best in your future endeavors.
Oh, it sounds like you could have had a genuine mentee there, mate. Sorry about that, John. Just grow a pair of tits next time and maybe Phil will have ya.
Oh, that's nonsense. That's a total mischaracterization. What you don't understand is the girls that I mentor come from abusive homes, and they've been through absolute hell.
Yeah, so as a result, they're pretty much up for anything, aren't they, mate?
Oh, no, of course not, Greg. They are the people who really have very little support in their lives and really need the loving guidance of a wise mentor, not unlike yours truly.
Yeah, anyhow, next on the line, we've got, Dr. Williams.
Oh,
Was that last phone call an example of how you treat all of your prospective mentees?
oh, hello, Dr. Williams.
That was absolutely disgraceful, Phil.
Oh,
That poor young man sounded like he needed help. John, if you are still listening, please go to the Griffith South Bank campus and ask for me, and I'll organize a meeting between you and a real career mentor.
we meet again, Dr. Williams. I see you haven't lost any of that famous charm.
Oh, yes. Only for you, Mr. P.
Oh, you really are a piece of work, aren't you? How dare you slander me like that?
Slander? I have no idea what you were talking about.
I know that this Mr. P character you have fabricated was supposed to be me. You've characterized me as some kind of evil predator, when all I've ever wanted to do is to simply teach and inspire.
Oh, what a load of trot. The only thing you want to teach these young students is how to perform prostate massages.
What?
On you!
Oh, Williams, that is low. There was a private communication between me and an adult female woman.
Well, yes, she was an adult, but had only been one legally for about a month before you got your dirty paws on her.
Rah, rah.
You are quite a piece of work, Philip. So I'm going to tell you now. You will not find work on my campus. I think you'll find I'm quite well connected. And if I see you anywhere near Griffith University, I'll be calling the police immediately.
Why? Scared you won't have all the little girlies to yourself anymore, mate.
Ha! Who the hell was that?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Dr. Williams. My name's Greg, and I am this show's producer.
Oh, wow, such a prestigious job. Your parents must be very proud. And I must ask, are you a predator too?
Oh, fuck off! I beat those charges years ago. I was fucking framed.
Greg.
Oh, Phil, you really do keep exceptional company, I must
Yeah, he
say.
fucking does. We've been mates since high school.
Oh, good for you.
But you're a sleazy bastard too. We've seen the way you get involved with the young girls, rushing to protect them. You just want one of them to touch your shriveled up little excuse for a pee-pee, don't you, cunt?
Ha! That is a very serious accusation to make, sir. Please take that back. I do not date women associated with the university.
Oh, bullshit. How else would a pencil-necked nerd like you get any interest from a woman?
Not sure why this is getting so personal. My love life does not concern you in the slightest.
Ah, that's what I thought. The only women that show you any interest are the little girlies in your classes that look up to you because they're naive enough to think that you're actually important.
Excuse me?
Either that or pay them $1.50 a fucking hour.
I do fine with the fairer sex, I'll have you know.
Do ya?
So you can put that little train of thought to rest?
You are a fucking virgin, aren't you?
No. I've done the dirty deed.
Bullshit, no you fucking haven't. When was the last time? Tell me about it.
Oh, the last time? Well, that probably would have been last weekend. There was a very sprightly girl at my chess club, and...
Oh, really? What was her name?
Oh, her name was...
That's right, repeat the question, stall for time.
Jemima, you know what? I don't have to prove anything to you. And I see we're not going to have an intellectual discussion here, so I'm going to bid you both good day.
Aha! I see my arch nemesis has what's known as an Achilles heel. Note that down for later, Greg. It could be very valuable information.
Yep, roger that, mate. Well, I was actually able to get in contact with Reginald Denham, as we mentioned earlier, or Reggie as he likes to be called. He's that bloke that we spoke about earlier who was unfairly slandered by old Doc Williams on the Griffith Crime podcast. And he's agreed to speak with us in person right now.
Yes, and he's waiting outside, so let's invite him in. Come on, Reggie. I'm ready for you to grace us with your presence. Here he comes, the man of the hour.
Hi.
Well, it's great to have you, Reggie. You wouldn't believe it, but I was just on the phone with our good friend, Dr. Williams.
Were ya?
Yes, we were, and in fact, Greg and I gave him a piece of our mind. The bloke ran off with his tail between his legs, didn't he, Greg?
Oh, the did this?
Yep, comes a coward.
Did you get much of a chance to speak with Dr. Williams when he confronted you?
Who's that?
The gentleman that we've just been speaking about. He's the one who accused you of flashing at Griffith University?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I must say, that is a schmick-looking coat you've got on.
Yeah, you look like Dick Tracy.
My God, is that actually a genuine Burberry?
No, op shop.
Well, either way, it looks quite nice, and I actually think it may be authentic. It may just need a little bit of a dry clean, but apart from that, very good, very good. So, Reggie, it seems as though that we may have something in common, and that would be that we have both been escorted off campus and defamed without due process by the same busybody Dr. Williams. And I've told the audience all about my experience, but I'm keen to hear yours, Reggie. Take us back to that day. What exactly happened? What would have given Dr. Williams the idea that you were in some way flashing?
At the school?
Yes, at Griffith University last week. Oh, for the viewers at home, Reggie has just handed me some papers. What does it say? Defendant's statement. Oh, this is something your lawyer has put together, is it?
Yep.
Okay, well, this should help us get to the bottom of things. Here we go. My client, Reginald Denham, after several alcoholic beverages, saw the buses parked in front of the Griffith University South Bank campus and mistook it for a bus station and began walking towards it. Okay, simple enough, Upon arrival, he suddenly felt the need to use the restroom, and he entered the university campus looking for a place to relieve himself. Well, drinking is perfectly legal, well within your rights there, Reggie. Anyhow, confused by the complicated maps and signage on the campus, Mr. Denham entered what he thought was a men's bathroom and removed his pants in front of what he thought was a urinal. Okay. I'm guessing you entered the woman's bathroom by accident. Easy mistake to make. One which I've probably done before. Anyhow, let's read on.
Oh, to me it sounds like, Reggie used their bathroom and that was just too much for these precious little cunts. He's just a working class bloke, just looking for a place to do his business and scrub up. What's their fucking problem?
Yep. Shave my beard, change my trousers.
Yes, change of trousers. We've all been there. It's not as bad as it seems. Let's read on. However, in his inebriated state, what Reggie thought was a urinal was actually an iMac in a computer lab occupied by 20 students. Oh dear God. Upon opening his fly, my client was confronted by 3 very disparaging female students who began yelling obscenities and threats, forcing Reggie into what could only be described as a self-defense situation.
She was going, rah, 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 and I went fucking doors.
Well, Reggie, I think we should finish reading the official statement first before getting sidetracked.
Yeah.
Dr. Williams then entered the computer lab and saw my client in the process of defending himself without the important context just outlined.
Yep.
When Dr. Williams entered, Mr. Denham had not had time to pull his pants back on and was in the process of applying a simple throat restraint while using his body weight to keep the attacker grounded.
Yes, he was kicking and screaming.
You know what, Reggie? This sounds like we could be getting you in a bit of legal trouble reading this on air, so maybe we'll discuss this another time, but thanks for coming in. It really means a lot, mate.
You want me to go?
Yes. Sorry, Reggie, but unfortunately we have another important guest coming in, and it seems we've just run out of time.
I thought we were going to hit the piss.
Yes, sorry, not today, Reggie, unfortunately. But just head down the hallway to the elevator on the left there, and oh dear, Reggie, you seem to be having a wardrobe malfunction. Oh, God!
All right, mate. Interview over. Outside now. Leave.
Goodbye, Reggie. Oh, God, he wasn't wearing anything under that coat. quite healthy, though, for a man of his age. Everything seemed to be functioning quite well in the downstairs department.
The guy's a fucking perv.
So, he probably was guilty of flashing then, wasn't he?
Without a fucking doubt.
And I've been associated with this derelict pervert.
Yeah, it's basically you and him against the world at this point.
Oh, God. Greg, please fetch me another bottle of red Jim. One of the imported ones this time. I'm feeling quite distressed, to say the least. And perhaps another slice of cheesecake, please.
Another slice? You're making short work of that cake, mate.
Yes, please, Greg. Trust me, calories are the least of my concern right now.
All right. Here you go, mate. Get that into you.
Ah, thank you, kind friend. Marvelous.
Anyhow, Phil, we've got another call for you, mate. A lady is on the line by the name of Alice, who is an actress, a model, and would love to be mentored.
Yes, the show must go on, as they say. Hello, Alice. Please take me to your wonderland. I'm having a horrible day.
Oh, that could definitely be arranged, you big spunk.
You cheeky little... Well, you've lifted my spirits already.
Fuck you, you fat fuck!
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry about that, Phil. Snuck past me again, cheeky bastard. Anyhow, let's move on. We've got a bloke named Clayton on the line from Gladstone, who's also keen to speak with you.
Clayton, you're on the last Philosopher King.
Yeah, here you go, Phil.
Well, Clayton, as you may have heard, it's not going quite so well. My name seems to be mud in the academic community, just because I decided to speak to one of my mentees about a rather intimate topic.
Oh, yeah, what, does that fucking prostate massage shit?
Oh, no, not really.
Yeah, Phil, that was that video you got in trouble for, remember?
I don't know, I'm not sure if that's what the video was actually about, per se.
Mate, just own it, bro. Just fucking own it. Who gives a fuck? Just own what you're into, mate. Nothing to be ashamed of.
You really think so, Clayton? Even the topic I mentioned in said video?
Yeah, just fucking own it, bro. Just own it. Just own what you're into, and then you realise no one gives a fuck, man. No one gives a fuck.
Oh, interesting take. This has been your first-hand experience, has it?
Fuck yeah, bro. Just own what you're fucking into. Like, if you try not to be into that shit, it just gets worse. Like, I've got an appointment at a fucking massage parlour later with 4 fucking sexy fucking Asian chicks. And they're holding their piss right now because they're gonna fucking piss all over me, cunt. I fucking love it. I love that shit. Oh, yeah, piss all over my face, piss all over me. I'll fucking lick that shit up. I've been pissed on all over. I don't even change my clothes. I just go to the next fucking brothel and fuck those fucking Asian chicks. You think I give a fuck, mate?
Oh, well, spare us the details, young Clayton, but you sound like a very free-spirited young man. Are you this open with your friends and family?
Fuck oath I am. My parents, my mates, everyone fucking knows who I am, mate. I don't hide from fucking anybody.
Seriously, is that right?
Fuck yeah, bro. Talking about a little prostate massage? That's fucking nothing. Just think the shit I've done. That's fucking vanilla, mate.
Oh, you are so right. You are so fucking right, mate.
Yeah, bro. She's kicking up a stink over nothing, mate. Typical women. How old is she again, mate?
I think she was 18. Yeah, 18.
Oh, bro, that's actually we fucked up. Oh, maybe a bit too
Greg,
young, mate.
hang up. I've been inspired. Thank you, Clayton. You've opened my eyes. Why do I need to be ashamed? I may be a drunk, a scoundrel, a randy bastard, but I get shit done and I always get what I want. My idol, Stephen Fry, in the words of Clayton, owns it. Not only did he come out of the closet as a homosexual, but he's known to keep the odd toy boy. Many years his junior. Christopher Hitchens, another idol, a thinker, a drinker, a scoundrel, and a drunk. With a cigar in one hand and a glass of scotch in the other, he would verbally and intellectually destroy his enemies.
Oh, yeah.
What is it about intellectuals and thinkers like us that draws us to vice? We like scotch on the rocks, double shot. We like fast women, supple and young. We like the odd doobie. We love psychedelics and pursue the ability to see sound. We like our sex rough and experimental, which includes the odd prostate massage. Which brings me to an interesting point. A wise man once said, "We are all lying on the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Call us naughty, call us nice, call us what you will, but attempt to lock us in your little socially acceptable box. Attempt to stand between us and what we crave. Attempt to neuter us like you so easily were. Be prepared to face our wrath."
Bloody hell, should I play the Braveheart music to this speech?
Oh, yes, funny you should say that. I actually have a distant relation to William Wallace, so perhaps it's in the blood running through my veins. I'm feeling quite free today, Greg. So free that I think I'm just going to go out and get exactly what I want and crave right here on the radio.
There's still another slice, but I was hoping to take that home to the missus.
Oh, no, dear Greg. Not cheesecake. I've had my fill for today, thank you very much. I want something a little more exotic. I'm going to call a massage parlor and ask for the works. Dear Greg, own what you're into.
Oh, well, there's the Dragonfly Spa and Massage just down the road, mate. That's pretty reasonably priced.
Oh, Dragonfly, you say? A man of experience. Let me just look them up and... There we go. It's ringing.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, hello, I'm good, thank you. How about yourself?
Pardon?
How are you, my dear?
Yeah, how are you? Massage shop. Can I help you?
Yes, I was looking for a special sort of massage. Do you offer anything particularly special?
Please come to my shop. Talk to my girl is okay. We'll special for you.
Oh, come to the shop and there will be something special. I'd hate to pry, but is this special something that is sexual?
Half hour, $45. 45 minutes, $55. 1 hour, 65.
I've just had a friend tell me about an amazing experience he had involving a prostate massage. Is that something you offer?
Oh, please come to my shop. Talk to my girl is okay.
Ah, come to the shop. Yes.
Okay.
Will do. Yes, my dear. I'll put on my Sunday best and I'll see you in a jiffy.
Okay, see you soon.
Yes. See you.
Bye-bye. Hello, speaking.
Hello, Phil. This is Phil. I was just calling up in regards to the massage.
Yes?
I'm just wondering, I don't mean to be rude, but do you offer the prostate massage?
No, sorry.
Oh, no prostate. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, good. Hello, I was just interested in booking a massage today for a 1 hour full body massage. Is that available at any point?
Are you looking for today? Are you looking for today?
Yes, today.
We have 2 locations, one shop in Valley and one shop in Irvine Point. Which location are you looking for?
The Valley might be more appropriate to my needs.
Yes, we do have a Valley. Is it for one person, right?
Yes, just one person.
We have all slots available before the cocktail.
Okay, look, I don't mean to sound rude at all, but I was actually looking to experience the prostate massage. Is that something you offer?
Prostate massage?
Yes.
Not quite sure. We offer remedial to tissue, and also some relaxation on like hot stone aromatherapy massage here.
I see. When a man acquires a certain amount of wealth, his cravings somewhat change. And I think you'll find that the general massage just doesn't really cut it anymore. I need something a little more edgy.
If you're looking for, I'm not quite sure what kind of massage you're looking for.
The prostate massage is where the masseuse or massagist enters her finger into the male rectum and stimulates the male prostate, which can result in orgasm.
So only offer normal massage here.
Nothing sexual at all.
No.
Like I've said, I've got a bucket load of cash and I'm willing to pay any young lass who's willing to venture into the deep.
You're probably looking for somewhere else.
Somewhere
I
else.
can do that.
Would you be able to point me in the right direction? I'm sort of new to this whole scene.
No.
No, okay. Well, maybe I will come in for a normal massage then. But
It's up to you.
up to
If
me.
you want to book an appointment for the tissue massage or any hot stone or aromatherapy, we do have slots available before 3 o'clock today.
Oh, okay, good. What happens if I get a massage and I can't help but get an erection? Is that wrong? Am I going to get booted out of my ass, or because I'm a very sexual man? I'm sorry. I'm very
Not
very
at all.
not at all. Oh, that's very open-minded of you. Let me think about it. And I'll give you a call back, love.
No worries.
Okay, thank you for that.
See you back.
Hello, mate. The name's Phil Bevan. Is this massage by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just hoping to book said happy ending massage. Is that still available?
Who's that for?
Myself.
Oh, yourself. We only do women.
Oh, is it only for women? Oh. Right.
Yeah, happy ending massage for women.
Oh, I thought you might have some girls out back you were willing to share with an old bloke like myself.
No, man.
Oh, that's a shame to hear, my friend. Anyhow, good day to you, sir.
Alright, see you, buddy.
Hello, mate. This is Phil. I just called up a second ago. Yep, I just had a question for you, mate. I was wondering, how does a bloke get into a business like this? Because I think I could be quite well suited to it myself.
Yeah, you just, well, I don't know, you just say you're a massage guy and then you do it.
Dad, we were talking about happy endings. We were talking about oral or full penetration here.
No, all of it.
All of it.
But one of the guys got, he's actually, come out of a 3-month stint in prison from it because we got set up. But, and we've had 2 other cops ring up as well, but
Oh, God. Undercover cop.
It's illegal, obviously, but it's, you just, like big problems with, so that's why we've got to be very careful with what we say now and everything.
Right. And was it a young female lass who came in for a massage and she was an undercover cop? Is that how it worked?
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound insensitive, but that's quite kinky.
Yeah, they're just out there looking. They do busts on this all the time, usually for the women ones, but because they found us, poor mate, man, he got like home detention for 3 months.
Oh, that sounds rough.
Wasn't allowed to ever work with a masseur ever again and all this stuff in Queensland.
Oh, geez.
So you just got to be careful about it and stuff, otherwise you do get, you can get fined and stuff, but you got to be careful.
Do you need to be well hung? Is that a qualification needed?
Yeah, you need to be a master, like, but that, that's only you can get that from just doing 2 years at TAFE or whatever.
Ah, right. Do you have any traineeships at the moment? I would love to give it a go.
We're not at the moment. We're not busy enough. We only do get one job a week or something.
And one last question, mate. And the women, how are they? Are they hot? Are they, as they'd say, bangable?
Oh, sometimes you get lucky like, that's why we had to put a limit on the 85 kilos because they're always coming in at like 121. You know, you got to peel back the fat to get to the vagina and shit.
Oh,
Man. It's like,
gee.
yeah, but they're very dirty, man. A lot of them. But it's a bit of fun, you know.
Yeah, it's just more to play with, as they say.
Yeah, that's how it is, pretty much, yeah.
Well, I've been married to my wife for 30 years now, and I think I've seen everything, mate, so I think I could handle that quite well.
Oh, right. How old are you?
I'm 60s, mate. What about yourself?
Oh, really? Oh, we're only 35, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, a lot of the ladies are around, 50, 60. We've even had, someone looking out for their old guys trying to get their 70-year-old wives massaged and stuff.
Right.
It happened.
Interesting line of work.
Yeah, where did you find out about us?
Just Google, mate. I was looking for a happy ending massage myself, but I didn't see the women's only sign.
Oh, so then it come up with us.
Yes. All good, mate.
Yeah.
I'll look into it and see if I can
Alright.
get my own hustle. Alright, thanks for that.
Well, that was very interesting, Phil. Yeah, it looks like you've got a new idea for a business and an appointment this afternoon, which you probably shouldn't miss.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, Phil, we got a call on the line for you. A bloke from UQ has called. Apparently, they heard you expressing interest on the radio earlier today, and they would like a serious chat. So I'll hand it over to you, and the bloke's name is Charles Boltsworth.
Oh, is that right? Well, there's a lesson to be learned here, dear Greg. Own what you're into. Stand strong in your principles and your interests, and life will come knocking at your door. It also makes sense that a university actually practicing free thought would be interested in my services. I've never sold myself short, and I have only ever reached for the stars, and look where I am now. I'm talking to you, Griffith. One of the world's greatest education institutions is knocking on the door, and now I'm in the hot seat. Hello, Charles. What can I do for you?
Fuck you, you fat fucking pedo cunt!